And by the way, he's doing it in the South Bronx not to make a point, but because he's got court. And the man practically has the legal version of an ankle bracelet around him, and he can't leave the 5 boroughs because he always has to be in court. And so it is truly an embarrassment to him. And I am looking forward to the response of everyday Bronxites talking about how they feel about him coming to their back.
1, 2, 3, go! Trump! We died over here. What's going on? You gotta cheer. Much better.
Okay? So, I'm looking out for you all. So there's 2 things. First, federally, when the president's marijuana-related executive...
And I want to close by saying, Mr. President, I want to join you in having the Bronx great again. Please accept this Democrat, this black Puerto Rican with a kinky hair and a broken English. Please accept my endorsement for you as a president. Thank you very much.
That's a beautiful job. Thank you.
I just want to say, I grew up a Democrat, and I've always been a Democrat until I met this man right here. And I'll tell you what, he will not have to worry about nobody in my family ever vote for a Democrat again, okay?
Here as well as rapper Chef G. Does everybody know Chef? Where is Chef G? Where is he? Come on up, fellas. Rapper Sleepy Hollow. Come on up here, fellas. How are you, man? Hey. Oh, I like that. I want to get that done.
President Trump. Oh, man. One thing I want to say. One thing I want to say. They always gonna whisper your accomplishments and shout your failures. Trump gonna shout the wins for all of us. Make America great again.
Thank you, fellas.
I appreciate you.
John Garland is a lifelong Bronx resident and former Democrat, and he joins me now. John Garland, what was it like out there today?
Oh, it was exciting. It was, the entire atmosphere was electrifying. There were people from all over the Bronx, black, white, Hispanic. There was Asians, there was Jews, there were it was just a smorgasbord of basically patriots.
What was the crowd like, and what kind of response did he get?
Well, certainly a bigger crowd than I think Democrats would like to see, particularly given this is one of the bluest counties in the entire country. Now, one of the things that was interesting to me is that the Trump campaign said that they were going to micro-target to get people from the community to come to this rally. I wasn't sure what to expect. I've gone to a lot of these rallies across the country, and there are often people who travel hundreds of miles to see Donald Trump, and they're not necessarily part of the community. However, one of the things that I found was that there were a lot of people here that were actually from the Bronx.
going to do something about this situation down this place. And I had a lot of dreams. I got a family to support, and I had a lot of dreams. I said to myself, well, now I want to have a job at least for about 5 to 6 years. And a lot of people in the South Bronx going on and they don't have. And all that we
I'm Roger Sharp in the South Bronx. Beneath the mountain of cameras, standing on a mountain of rubble, is Ronald Reagan, coming to Charlotte Street, the spot Jimmy Carter visited in 1977.
Well, I'll tell you, it won't make a difference at all, Jake, and that is for Donald Trump to be the ringleader of and invite all his clowns to a place like the Bronx. New York will never, ever support Donald Trump for president. We know him better than anyone, and that means we understand what he's all about is just for himself. So this state will go solidly behind Joe Biden for president, as it has in the past. So he wants to spend his time doing these made-up fake rallies and pretending they're support here. Be my guest, because while you're doing that, Donald Trump, Joe Biden's out there on the other side making sure he's delivering for all Americans. And so go ahead, spend all your time you want in New York, because we'll be with Joe Biden, and Joe Biden's out there winning over the rest of the battleground states.
I mean, I suspect there's going to be a lot of out-of-towners there. And listen, we have a big, diverse city. I'm sure someone will be showing up supportive. But even in the hit on the economic point, we just saw that the former president met with oil executives last week saying, hey, you give me $1 billion and I'll make sure that you get the policies that are favorable to raising gas prices and making sure that that a lot of these companies continue to price gouge without proper oversight or regulation. And so the idea that he'd be bringing those down when he's cashing in from the same folks that are bringing those prices up, I think is a little bit suspect. And again, I think the Bronx sees